So today I am making a record player bench. And so this is 3/4 inch plywood. Once I've cut everything out, I'm gonna then sand everything down, and then we're gonna stain it and then assemble it. And it should be a little bench that will sit nicely in this window and allow you to look out the window and play some music on the record player. I have my plans here. That's what it's gonna look like. I've got my lines all marked out for my cut sheet, just like I have mapped out on my CAD file in SketchUp. So I think it's time to start cutting these out. Just finished sanding down everything with my orbital sander. And I've got these other panels up here. This is going to be top where you sit. I have a little bit of inaccuracies with my cuts, which is a little frustrating. I thought I would have gotten it straighter than this, that's for sure, but I'm just going to go through now that I have everything clamped and square and just try and sand it so that everything's nice and flush. I've labeled everything. This is the top. This corner is going to be fine. There's that front edge, and then this will be the back, which has the most inconsistencies. I was trying to be extra resourceful with material, so with the scraps that I had left over from this sheet of plywood, I just glued 2 pieces together to make my lower platform that my records will sit on top of. I have my dry fit all set up. Gotta make a couple small adjustments, but then I think I'm ready to start gluing and screwing. Brackets that I got on Amazon. I'll link that in the description if you want these little brackets. Handy. Hole goes. Just got all my holes pre-drilled. So I've got all my holes in the underside of the bench drilled and ready to go. And now I'm just gonna do a line of glue and then stick each one down. And then I'm gonna flip the whole thing upside down, well, right side up. And then I'm gonna mark exactly where all my holes need to be in my shelves and then put those on. Just finished assembling all of the shelves. One thing I did not take into consideration is the fact that since I was using 1 sheet of plywood, with the exception of this little piece, obviously these shelves don't go all the way to the back. So I initially drilled my brackets in the wrong place. So I had to kind of quickly scramble to fix that. And I think once the glue is all dried and it's ready to flip back over, I'm just gonna add like a little lip here because, you know, this is the underside. So things will be resting on this surface and I don't want them to be able to fall off and disappear underneath the bench. Just got it wrapped up. It's flipped onto the correct side. And now it's just drying. It looks pretty cool. So, you know, we'll have the records in there like that. And then we'll have little things here and there too, but it's mostly gonna be records, and then the player is gonna sit on top and the receiver is gonna sit down on the bottom. This is all the scrap that I have left over from my 4x8 sheet of plywood. And these are the little lips that I just cut to add to the back of the bench. Everything's put together. We're doing a final dust wipe down. And then Sid the Stainer is gonna work her magic. Turn this thing into a nice, rich, vibrant wood color, which will look great. And then we'll move it into the living room, stack some records on it. And someone is enjoying it. Just wrapped up the record player bench. I ordered this custom cushion that just arrived. This is from Amazon. I can link that in the description, but turned out pretty good. Now we have a nice little area to stack our records and got some storage here. hid all the cables back behind. And we have still access to our heat vent, which is in there, so that blows heat out from underneath. So all things considered, I'm pretty happy with how this project turned out. It's something that if you tried to buy it online, you know, I saw anywhere from like $800 to $1,500 for a piece of furniture like this. So to be able to have spent $85 on a single sheet of plywood and maybe $10 on hardware, I'd say that's a pretty good win. So yeah, now we can finally entertain in this space, which feels pretty cool. So thanks for watching.